Today, I have great news. I've finally put together some Golden Press presets. Welcome back, everybody. Corey here with Golden Press, coming at you yet again with another savory and saucy video. I've been taking photos in Golden Press Studio for a few years now. If you guys know our Instagram, most of you guys have seen us on Instagram, and we have a very kind of specific look to all of our photos. And in the past, it was really just me editing the same way every single time, and I kind of got tired of doing that, and so I thought, you know what, I should actually make some presets. And so I took the time and looked at a variety of different styles of photos that I've taken and kind of put together 5 different presets that you guys can now pick up on goldenpress.com, goldenpressstudio.com.
Yeah.
Should I start with?
Just start right back on the goldenpressstudio.com.
goldenpressstudio.com. That seems so aggressive.
It's because I'm going to leave everything in.
Okay. goldenpressstudio.com. So I'm really excited about it. And today in this video, I'm going to be showing you what the presets look like and what type of photos they kind of work best with and how to really use presets. I know a lot of people kind of have this mindset that a preset is a one button click and you're done, and that's actually not the case. Sometimes, every once in a while, you get lucky, but we're gonna kind of go into this and show you what it takes. But first things first, we gotta take some photos. So we're gonna pull out the old camera and take a bunch of pics. Okay, so I got my camera right here. We're in the screen printing studio right now, and I kind of designed these presets where some of them are kind of more focused for maybe inside shooting, like what I do almost every day is taking photos of Jonathan printing. Some of them will be more flat lay focused, and then we'll also take a photo outside or something like that. I just want to show you how versatile these presets are. Gonna jump into it. Let's take some photos. So I'm actually going to take one more shot, and I'm actually going to use my cell phone to do it because these presets actually work on the mobile Lightroom app as well. And so real quick, I'm just going to take a shot with my phone, and yeah, and then we'll edit that in the mobile Lightroom. Alright, man, we've taken our photos, we're back in the studio. I've opened up Lightroom. Here it is, beautiful old Lightroom. You guys have seen it before, and I've made kind of a few selects down here. You can see that these are the photos that we're going to be going with. You know, photos from a handful of different varieties. We've got bright photos in white, bright areas. We have some flat lays. We got, more darker photos, and then we also have a picture that's taken outside. So we have a handful of different environments that we're working with. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start applying some presets. We got our presets over here. By the way, inside of the folder you get when you buy these presets, it comes with a little guy, a little, I don't know, notepad or something that explains how to install the presets, whether it's on your mobile device or whether it's on your desktop or your laptop computer. It covers all that. So yeah, if you're unfamiliar with installing presets, it's fairly simple, but we got a little explanation in there for you. Yeah, we got our presets, and you can see as I kind of hover on these that it applies them in different ways. But actually, the first thing I like to do before I even throw on presets is I just like to crop and straighten my photos. So that's what I'm gonna do. Go over here to our little crop guy, click on that, and you can just hit auto, and most of the time it does a really, really good job. Every once in a while it gets a little crazy and you just kind of eyeball it, but great thing. I'm cropping this as 4:5 because it's going on Instagram, and that's the 4:5 crop that we always do. And I think I like that. That looks cool. We got a little glow down here, which looks sweet. And for this one, I want to use, I think Golden Standard. I think that's gonna be the one. I like how punchy it is, and yeah, I just like the tones in this photo. I feel really what presets do is it sets the tone for the photo. And honestly, there's not too much more I want to do to this. Maybe I'll push the shadows up just a tiny bit, just to get a little more kind of definition in his shirt here. Maybe I'll do one other thing, and I do this for most photos, and this is probably all you'll need to do for a lot of these presets is I go to grab this little adjustment brush. And you see we got this little guy right here, and up here in this top section of this little gun mural, it's just not as dark as I want it to be. And so I'm just going to paint in, and you can hit the letter O on your keyboard and it'll show up a little red to show where you've painted. And honestly, that's probably good. I like to hit O again to turn it off, and then I'm just gonna go and push the contrast a little, push the shadows a little, and yeah, I feel like that looks good. I could maybe even throw in, just in this little section where his hands are, do another little adjustment brush and boost the contrast just slightly, and I like that. Then it just gives a little more definition in his hands, and good to go. This photo's done being edited, and it took pretty much no time. I just applied the preset and did a couple very minor adjustments, and we're golden, baby. So I'm just gonna hit Command-Shift-E and export this guy. So let's keep cruising on these photos. We're gonna hop over to the second photo. This is a cool little flat lay. And again, we're gonna crop it real quick. Go to that 4x5. And we'll hit auto straighten. Let's see. I don't really like what it shows. I'm really not too opposed to how it looks. It's kind of supposed to be slightly off center. We could maybe straighten it a little bit to match the angle of the table. And I think that's cool. Maybe pull it. Let's go right there. Cool. And with this guy, let's go golden ratio on this guy. So we've applied it. You see this exposure adjustment right here, and I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. And honestly, for these presets, that's probably going to be a big thing that you'll find yourself doing, that even if it might look a little blown out at times, if you just change the exposure adjustment, it's going to really bring a lot of life back into your photo. Or vice versa, if your photo's maybe too dark and you brighten the exposure a little bit, it's probably going to help out a ton. Let's see, maybe a little bit of dehaze. Yeah, throw a little dehaze on there. Kind of makes the stuff a little more, I don't know, a little more vibrant and a little more contrasty. And then it's still a little dark for my taste, so let's push the shadows just a slight bit. And grab an adjustment brush, and I'm just gonna do a big kind of pass over just everywhere that this jacket is. You can see if I hit O, it's just kind of a very broad thing. And I think I want to just push the saturation up a little bit, just in that area, just because I want like that camo color to pop a little more. We could even drop our tint down a little more green, and now you can really start seeing that camo color, that green coming through. And dude, I say we're pretty much done, and you can even see the before and after right here, and kind of see how much it's changed. Maybe the white on these letters and the print is a little, I don't know, not ideal. And again, we can just go and grab another adjustment brush, brush in just that area. You can see I just did a little broad spectrum, and let's just boost our whites a little bit. Maybe boost our, that's probably good. And let's also drop the saturation just a little bit. And that's gonna kind of bring those whites a little bit more white. Yeah, I like that. I dig it, I'm happy with it. And another done, finished edited photo, Command-Shift-E, export that guy. And we're gonna keep on cruising. We have this third photo. This is, Jonathan looking pretty epic, and we're gonna crop it, 4x5. We're gonna straighten it. There we go. And let's maybe pull that, make it more centered in the frame. Boom, I like that. And I think this one, I could just tell from the start, dude, gold bar is gonna be the one. This one is actually my favorite preset. I find I use it the most. I don't use it very often when I'm in the studio shooting, but this one I love the tones and the colors in this one. It's very dark, and I just think it looks sick. But as you can see, this photo is still maybe a little too dark, and so all you gotta do, boost those shadows a little bit. You know, like I was saying, just boost the exposure, push it up. Just using my arrow key to bump it up to like 40 or 0.40. And let's see if there's anything else. Maybe let's scroll down to my darks, boost my darks up just a little bit. And I think that's good, but let's just for the sake of it, grab our adjustment brush and maybe paint in this dark area where his body is. And let's just see what we can do with that. Maybe boost the shadows just a little bit, just to add a little bit more light in that area. And we'll push the whites too. And drop the contrast. Yeah, I think we're golden, man. Boom, boom, boom. Like, I just love the tones and the colors in this photo. Yeah, and I think that looks super sick. It's very dark and moody. I guess we could maybe throw in just a little bright patch where the design is, because that's what we're trying to highlight in this photo. Whoa, that's way too bright. Maybe push our shadows up just slightly. Nah, forget it. I don't like it at all. I'm good with how we have it. I think it's prime. It's a good photo. Calling it. Export this thing. Bam. And this one, we're not in the studio anymore, we're outside. You know, we've done in the studio in the bright area, we've done, you know, some flat lay, we've done a dark background, but now we're outside. And I just want to continue to show the versatility of these presets. And so we're gonna auto straighten this guy, even though I don't like how it auto straightened it, so I feel like it needs to turn a little bit that way. And I like that. 4x5. Bring it down. And yep, I like that. And with this one, let's go and let's scroll through these. Now this one's kind of dark and moody, this one's kind of bright, but I think refined gold is the winner for this guy. And man, like this one is almost fully done. I don't know if there's anything I need to do to it necessarily. Maybe push the shadows up just slightly. And I think I maybe want to do a little adjustment brush just on the chest area. That's kind of the focus of our photo for this design. So just do a little adjustment. You know, you can see that might be a little too much. If you hold the option button on your keyboard, you can dial it back. You can like erase areas that you don't want. And maybe push the highlights up a little and push the shadows up, push the whites up. Maybe the clarity up a little bit too. That's kind of cool. Very, very subtle changes to that one. But man, I mean, I really like how this photo looks just pretty much with only applying the preset and brightening up that chest. And boom, boom, boom. Look at the life in that picture. Command-Shift-E, export it, dude. Now we're gonna jump into the good old telephone and we're gonna edit one more photo that we actually took with our phone. And we're gonna do it in the Lightroom Mobile app. So if you got that, open it up, give it a go. And the reason we're doing this on our telephone is because we include mobile versions of this preset if you pick them up on our website. All right, so here are our photos in here, you know, and let's choose one of these. They're just, you know, some standard flat lay photos. Maybe this one. This one kind of looks cool. And same idea. let's do that 4:5 crop. Bam. 4:5 cropped it. Auto straighten, probably, yeah, let's not do that. Let's undo that guy. And honestly, I think I'm okay with it. I might crop it down a little bit more just to get it in the frame how I want it. And I think that's probably good. And so here's our picture, and like we're doing presets. So if you see right on the bottom, right in the front, up here you got presets. If you scroll down, you should find the Golden Press presets. If it doesn't show up there after you've gone through the installation process, it may say user presets, but this one is actually linked to our Lightroom, and so yeah, I don't know, maybe that's why it shows up that way. Who knows? And we're gonna hit that crispy gold, and I'm gonna hit the little check mark. And honestly, it already looks pretty good. I think I might apply a little bit more contrast to it. And so you scroll over and hit light, and I'm gonna push the contrast up a little bit just to make it a little more punchy, because I like things like that. And man, is there anything else to do? Maybe I'll make it a little warmer. And so let's go to color, and I'm just gonna up it a little bit. And actually, if you just tap on like instead of dragging the slider this way, if you just tap on it, it just pumps it up like by five points. And so I think I like that. Maybe we'll go down a little bit. Maybe we'll refine it. We'll go 8. And just warm up the photo a little bit, and I think that looks pretty good. If I wanted, I could do what we were doing in that on our laptop with the selective thing, where you hit this little plus sign up here, hit this little brush, and I could brush in maybe where this wood is, maybe where this wood is too. If you don't pay for Lightroom, you don't have that ability to do that, but if you do, you can. And I'm gonna push the contrast, maybe the shadows down, maybe drop the highlights just a little bit. I just want that wood grain to show up a little more. And maybe go to detail, let's go effects. Let's push the clarity and the dehaze a little bit. That might be too much. That's cool. And I think I like that. Hit the little check mark on the bottom to be done. And good to go. You can just, you can go up to this little box up here with the little arrow and export to camera roll. And we're done, man. Super dope photo, edited on our phone. I can show you a little bit before and after of before, after, before. Look how blue and kind of cold and sad this photo is. And then bam, look at all the life in it. It's unreal. It's like a beautiful, beautiful photo that you've never dreamed could ever look so good. Wow. Now that's a nice photo. So you guys have it. That's how our presets work. That's what they look like. And you should definitely check them out. And just remember, when it comes to using presets, I like to think of them as a starting point of our photos, really to acquire the tones and the picture that we're looking for. You know, it's not the overall edit. It's not always going to be the perfect light and like maybe light and darkness type of adjustments, but I think it will give you consistent skin tone colors. It'll give you consistent colors in your photos. And that's why I use them. That's why I like them. You know, maybe you apply this preset on a picture and you're like, wow, this looks terrible. Maybe try dropping the exposure on it, or maybe try bumping the exposure on it. And that's gonna really make a change in your photo. So even if when you apply that preset and you don't love how it looks, do a little couple tweaks to it and see if you can start getting exactly this really cool looking photo that you're looking for. So there you have it. I mean, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. Take some photos, slap a preset on it, pull some sliders just around a little bit, maybe do a little masking adjustment in areas that you want to brighten or darken, bring a little more life to, and you're done, dude. Export them. So pick up those presets, tag us in them if you're taking photos in your screen printing shop or just your everyday life and you're using those presets. Dude, I'd love to see what you guys are creating with the stuff that we've created. And so tag us on Instagram. We'll see you there. We'll see you in the air. Thanks for watching this video, and we will ARF on you later, little doggies. So, ARF? So heck yeah, that looks freaking sick. And let's take a little look at some of the before and afters with the photos we have taken. You know, I think of it as, my gosh.
One day, we're not gonna have to worry about outside noise all the time, interrupting our videos.
Screeching. Okay.